Like a beast. Alright, well, we're gonna use 1 AP and go this way. East cell door. Yeah. Here. Your AoE I use just because it's hard to miss. And I want you to come here so that when I kill this thing, you can do the cell door. There you go. So you activate the cell door with 1 AP, or both APs, who knows. And you can come this way. Head back around and follow me. I'm going to spend 1 AP just trying to get out of here. There you go. You, my friend, can try and catch up. The only reason I'm showing this is because it's a different matrix system. That's really it. You have a healing spell. I need you to use it on... Yeah. There's also a spirit to summon, but I'm not sure I want to. But I do want to stand here. I can't quite get there this round. You can throw some Dragon Breath rounds on the summoner. And then maybe target him. If somehow I could kill this thing, that would be grand. Oh, no, I didn't want to move there! It was misclicks. That's right, I need to actually be... Ow. Okay. Here's 1 AP to get through. Then maybe another one to attack this thing. Nope. Okay, whatever. I need you to get to the north cell door. 80 damage, that sucks. If I want to keep him alive, I can a little longer. There's a bunch of damage. Or not. I'd like to move you here. And then AoE this thing. I was hoping that would kill it. No such luck. Oh. Well, that's delightful. North cell door. There you go. Spend an AP and go through here and find out what's up. There you go. Shoot that thing. Threat level's getting kind of high, but... 100 damage. There you go. Ow. Wait, that sucks. Okay, if I move here... I am augmented! Oh, but of course I miss anyway. Get rid of his cover option. I don't know if I want to stay this close or not. I guess I do. Test subject. Hey boss, you better come over and talk to this guy. I'm a little busy right now. Just so you know. Okay, you're not dead yet. Here, use your AoE on this thing. I didn't kill it? Well, damn. It's got 5 hit points. Come on. Alright, there you go. That is the Bloodline Terminal access node. I probably need to go in here to get the information for the optional side quest. I might want to heal myself. And I might want to give this thing some ongoing damage. Let's see. Nope. You're still on cooldown for your AoE, so maybe I could just kill this thing. Good. Okay, you're back. Your AoE is back. I will attempt to use it. There you go. 50 damage is 50 damage. Nothing to scuff at. Here's 100 damage. And it's time to run this way. There's a third area. Oh, well, shit. Didn't realize there was going to be a little bit of white icy here. Who are you? Yeah. I get that we don't have much time here. I'm doing my best. Here, someone with 2 AP. Come this way. You could probably come over here and even inspect this terminal. Might be important. Yeah. Sadly, I'm a little busy right now. Okay, you have another AP. I'll just have to wait this out until I'm done with the Matrix here. Here's 100 damage. Just hope it hits. Ongoing damage. And a little bit. I don't think you're going to reach that. I'm going to send this guy over to the other area. Just to give myself a heads up on it. Here's the Bloodline Terminal Access node, which didn't really do much for me. Okay, 1 AP to go this way. 1 AP to get over here. My guy's got movement on him, so he's... You know, I hate how it takes 1 AP to transit these. No matter where you are. You know? And send the attack program in. There we go. West cell door. AoE damage. Will hit. Provided I don't miss that square, obviously. Okay. Uh-oh. There's a dude over here. Oh, boy. Overwatch. Yeah, I get that. Alright, here. He lost an AP point. I can get behind that. What? Whatever, get over here and snipe this guy. Sweet. Here's 2 AP. Attack program. Here, waste 1 AP getting over there and 1 AP attacking this thing. I'm going to waste an AP on the 100 damage. And it hit. Alright, attack program, go. Since this probably won't miss. And now you could probably hit the west cell door. Awesome. Now for me, I need to go to the jackout point. Ugh. That's everything here. Steel Fleet. Talk to this guy. Ah, free the test subject. Karma gain 3. Objective complete. Free the test subject. The man in the cell stares at you through red rimmed eyes. His body is marked with obvious signs of mistreatment and neglect. He opens his mouth to speak, then closes it again and swallows hard. He tries again. The voice that comes out from his tremendous is tremulous and weak. You have killed the masters. You slaughtered them like lambs. How is that possible? Wasn't easy. Who are you? He continues to stare at you, bug-eyed and unblinking, his mouth agape. Me? I have no name. I have no need of one. But you killed the masters. It is our place to die, not theirs. Sorry to disappoint you. He looks genuinely confused. Disappoint? No. It is not our place to feel such things. My brother and I are grown here, gestated in tanks to serve our purpose. The master will build it to be so. What purpose? What are you talking about? We are test subjects. Our purpose is to suffer and die. His voice is utterly a matter of fact. If any other bothered him, it doesn't show it. In so doing, we provide useful research data. It's what we were made for. We're going to talk about Bloodline Project. The mages woke us up from slumber, sometimes in two, sometimes more. One has taken another part in the facility, the testing lab. The rest remain in their cells. The mages run the tests, and the entire group dies. Okay, so mages do something to one of you, and the entire group feels the effects. Yep, they haven't chosen a subject for my group yet, but when they do, my death will come. I won't hear the chanting, I won't see the mage, but I will share the suffering, and I will die. And then another will be grown to take my place. Well, you won't have to worry about that anymore. Doors are open. You can get out of here. His eyes go wide and looks as though having difficulty processing what you just told him. Out? But our purpose... from now on, your purpose is to do whatever the hell you want. Now get moving. Yes, we will run. All of us. Thank you. Okay. Oh, wait. I wanted to inspect that. I didn't need to, though. There's no real reason to. Oh, you. I see what you did there. Alright, well. Here. There you go. Mm-hmm. Just to get a little bit closer for next turn. Oh, I forgot you were there. There is a barrel, though, for my convenience. Ow. It's two neutral dudes. So, okay, they're gonna run. That's cool. 3 neutral dudes. Okay, who is this? Dietrich. Here. There you go. That's Steel Fleet. There's some burn for you, and I think you just died. Steel Fleet. Generator controls. Disable generator safety overrides. And administrate a level password. Oh yeah, it's that oak. Oh fuck, did I even save it? I did, look, see? I am so glad. XO. Oops. XOLOTL. Designate safety overrides while generators are in operation not recommended. Yeah, of course I want to do it. Overload the generators. The terminal processes your command an instant later. I didn't get the data. Oh, man. 2 tremors, face it. Override. Generator overload imminent. Please evacuate the facility. That's done. Let's get the hell out of here. In 7 turns. We ain't got time to dick around. Ow. There you go. Six turns now. Alright. I'm not sure if we can get out in 6 turns. Oh man, there goes my drone. It's alright. Here's 2. And if we don't get out, we're dead. oh man, I gotta hack this thing. Alright, another locked door, wonderful. Hit my drone, see if I care. I have to actually go into the Matrix to do this. Wow. Oh, jeez. It's not just a decking thing. I don't think we have the turns for this. There it is. Security access door. I might have a better time here if I summon my second attack drone. Because it's going to have another AoE. Which is going to help. And I'm going to have an AoE. And there's still AP left in these things. If we get lucky. No such luck. There's some luck. First, you guys. Oh, you have your area of attack back. Nice. Sweet. Okay, you drone need to go here and do this, because I need to run my happy ass back. Yes, I need to waste all of my AP getting back. You guys are sacrificial lambs for the slaughter. That is what you do. That is why you exist. And there goes my drone again. Exit. Here you go. But these guys aren't going to run to? Not enough AP. I got 3 turns, man. Here. I didn't get the data, but you know what? I don't care. This mission was a dick anyway. I had to be a dick. I didn't like being a dick. Gradually, the ringing in your ears clears, and the world comes into focus. The generator overload did its job, just as Fraud Mueller said it would. The Aztechnology facility has been reduced to a smoldering crater strewn with a chaotic jumble of cracked marble, melting plastic, and broken support beams. You can barely make out the faint wall of approaching sirens. They're still far away, but they won't be far long. It's funny, I've heard lots of rumors about the Azzies over the years, stories about making monsters and consorting with evil spirits, that sort of thing. I'd always assumed that they were urban legends at best, or xenophobia at worst. Definitely not true at any rate. Looks like I was all wrong. The Azzies are boogeymen, just like the stories say. It's enough to make a man rethink some things. Do we have anything to worry about, Dietrich? Any chance Aztechnology corporates could use blood magic in tracking us? After an explosion like that? He brushes an errant flake of ash off his shoulder. Nah, boss, not a chance. Anything we might have left behind? Any blood or skin or hair has been cooked right through. We'll be fine after we clear out of here. The approaching siren goes louder. They're now accompanied by another sound, the one of approaching rotocraft. What they are doing in there was wrong, more than it was. It was terrible. They have to be stopped, and we stop them. It's as simple as that. We can talk about this later. We don't want to be here when those respawn vehicles arrive. The test subjects that you liberated mill about aimlessly, blinking against the light. The foremost clone takes a half step forward. But what of us? We have no purpose now. This is not supposed to happen. It is wrong. Without our master to guide us, what will we do? It's not too late to join your masters. The crater's right there. Feel free to hop in. Whatever you want, you're free now. You're not supposed to do anything. Find yourself a new purpose to make a good one. We will try. Come on, Steelfoot. Let's go back home. Watch us get jumped again on the way back. Memories of the explosion that toppled the Aztechnology facility keep you company on your ride back to the. Oh, they keep you company on the ride back. You barely managed to outrun the blast. Now the facility lies buried under thousands of kilograms of twisted rebar and reinforced concrete. No doubt a considerable blow to Aztechnology's activities here in Berlin. Mission successful. It's time to get paid. Indeed. Karma? 10 karma? 12. Optional. Notify him. Take the Azmech. Objective. New objective. Yeah, I know. Your PDA rings in the face of your fixer. Amzil appears on screen. I've uncovered some Dragonfall information. The team is assembled in the safe house. Please meet with us there when you're able. Oh, that sucks. Guess we can call this an episode, but right now I kind of want to get some money. Who is this dick? And get out of my face. Dickhead. There's Luca. Your task is done, man. Talk to that exec. He'll fall in line after he gets his pants thoroughly dry cleaned. $1,000. Excellent work. Perhaps you do have a future at this town. Here's your pay. See you around. Extra 1,000 here and there. Be enough for some cyberware. Plus 1 AP would go a long way. Although it would only help me be mobile. Did anyone buy that data that I picked up? I'm gonna go check this really quick, guys. Sorry to keep you waiting. You know, mission computer and all that. You have 2 unread messages. One last DVD. Nice. Screen flickers to life and Matilda's face appears. She wears a plastic smile. Well, I've recovered one last DVD for you, but I'm afraid that's all you're going to get. You might as well use the rest as coasters. They're all beyond repair. If you look at the table beside your DVD player, you'll find the disc that I salvaged. She pauses, a light frown scratches her face. To be completely honest, that was a lie. To recover this last disc, I was forced to subcontract. Shradi is still a brute of a man. I am unimpressed with his manner, and his poor hygiene disgusts me. But he's very good with old things such as this. All credit where credit's due. So she had to fuck him. Because he knew how to do that one. Message end, the image fades. You find yourself back at your inbox. Your continued assistance. Thank you for your service. As a sign of appreciation, we have decided to reward you with a piece of biotech that one of our operatives acquired on a recent job. If you wish to take advantage of this, go see Dr. Ezebrook. The implantation surgery has already been paid for, so there will be no cost to you. Thanks again. Freedom equality. Yay. Open up the jobs. Open up Shadowrun. Claim payment for sold data. Pending transaction. Ooh, sold. 441. Go back. Post some pay data. I don't think I have any. I thought I just grabbed some last mission. I guess I didn't. Kaboom! You feel the shaking a few hours ago? Not an earthquake. Gas facility went sky high downtown. Boom! You can see the smoke from here. A friend of mine down there says it was a power spike that blew the generators. I doubt it. Only Shadowrunners have that sense of flair. You're kidding me. Huge one that sprung up 6 months ago? Place must have cost millions to build. If it was runners, hope they got a major payday. No way I'd go anywhere near Azzy facility without a trunk full of ammo and mage watching my back. Well, honestly, the power spike version sounds more likely. I've walked past that facility, and they have guards posted at their door 24/7, not to mention the automated turret systems backing them up. No way someone got paid to waltz through that scene. No way. So, dig this. Apparently, there were some survivors wandering around at U-Bahn station near the blast site. Some Boomana folks approached to see if they had accounts. The one of them said that they had to keep running, and they took off down the tunnel. Well, sure. A blast of that magnitude, they probably were all in shock. Found another post about a bunch of glassy-eyed people wandering around. It said they were all wearing hospital gowns. The Boomana people must have hooked them up. They keep all kinds of medical gear in the rescue wagons. Maybe, or maybe they were Azzy guinea pigs. No more posts in this thread. Please help me find my daughter. Help me find my daughter. She ran away from home. She's a human in her early 20s with short blonde hair and a data jack. She was last seen wearing a light blue dress. That's not exactly the place to be looking for missing kids. How'd you even get in here? I paid good money to get on here. I was told people could help. If you've got the Newing, you've come to the right place. I sent you a number that you can reach me at. The old help me find my missing kid routine, a classic. My money's on escaped wage slave. Make sure you do your homework, Ruby. Core tracers. Anyone have a good backup plan for when you get stuck with a tracer? Barely managed to bug out of my apartment after core hit squads came knocking. Lesson learned. Pat yourself down a couple times and make sure you don't have a tail. But if I miss something, I'd rather keep my safe house. You know, safe? I've had good luck with RF blockers. I have a jamming grid set up near my safe house. It protects any signals to a few miles away where I've got some cameras placed. So when someone shows up there, I know that they're trying to find me. And then I do a thrill sweep to find the tracker. How long does that go on before they give up? Usually rule of threes. I keep reprojecting the signal to different locations. In my experience, they give up after the third one is dead. A dead end stop or listening to the RF signal. And what's the status of the Elish Fund? We actually need to collect payment on a job. Jobs directory, claim payment. There you go. I got 6,000 from that. You submit the job as finished and await your client's response. A few months later, the message pops up on the screen. If you're receiving this message, I have fled the country or am otherwise unavailable. Don't worry, you'll still be getting paid. I made the appropriate preparations. In any case, Steel Fleet, thank you for helping me. Please do not attempt to contact me again. As far as the world and any former employees are concerned, I am buried under a ton of rubble. It's best that I remain that way. Fraud Mueller. After a moment, a second message pops into your inbox. Your payment details. Deductions for crew salary have gone up. So 96 divided by 4 is 2,400. And then it's another 2,400 for the resupply. Automatic deductions for the Alice Fund, 18,000. I think we have enough now. Remaining sent to Steel Fleet account, 6,000. View all pending and active jobs. Pending. Pharma cleanup job. Oh yeah. I remember that one. It didn't pay much. And I've already read it. We can accept this job. Here you go. New objective. Yep. Before we talk to Paul, I'm going to keep you all in suspense and check out the last DVD. This is it. The interview. Took some digging to find it, but here it is. My big brother, back in his prime. Note disappears, and for a moment the screen goes black. Suddenly an image of a new correspondent flashed on the screen, accompanied by a brief orchestral flourish. A timestamp in the upper right corner of the screen reveals the date of 22nd of August in 2012. Thank you for joining us. We're accompanied live from the ruins of Santa Claus, the fifth house mountain town to be sacked by the dragon. Standing to my side, Adrian Vauclair. Dr. Vauclair has been hailed as the leader of the efforts to bring down the Fire Wing and her reign of terror. Tell us about your efforts. Killing the monster has proven difficult. Her speed and maneuverability in the air extraordinary. Her scales repel small arm fires, and her breath can melt steel. Our R&D team has been working around the clock to devise a weapon capable of denying the beast. In interim, we are providing material support for the Left Wing's attempts to shoot her down via conventional means. Hervis, why are you directing Dale's defense energies to the killing of Firewing? Are there corporate interests? Corporate interests? No, this is a matter of human interests. Innocent lives are being lost, are being extinguished at an appalling rate. I'm in a position to help put an end to the slaughter, and I must. It really is that simple. Dr. Leclerc, you must understand my skepticism. Our viewers aren't looking for a PR statement. They come to us for the truth. I'm afraid that I don't have time to go back and forth on this. Your viewers can think whatever they wish. My concern is helping the people affected by this tragedy. In that case, Dr. Woods, I thank you for sharing your valuable time with us. You're very welcome. The viewers at home, stay safe and watch the skies. Again, that was Dr. Adrian Vauclair, Defense Vauclair's chief architect of the military, currently planning on bringing down the dragon. Stay tuned for more late-breaking news in the battle, blah blah blah. We'll be right back. Track 2. Holy shit, I just stumbled upon one of Adrian's old lab notes. I'm not going to say how I came across these. Some might get hurt if the wrong people watch this, but I've checked them against some of Adrian's old handwriting samples, and they're legitimate. Holy shit, this is big. Alright. Okay, back up, slow down, breathe. He takes a moment to calm himself. Okay, so these notes there pretty much confirm something that I had always suspected. The Lefwai didn't shoot down Firewing. I mean, they tried. They pumped thousands of rounds into the air around her, and they lobbed rockets at her for months. Lost track of attack helicopters and phytocraft in the process, but none of those things were responsible for taking her down. The Dragonfall was caused by an experimental warhead, one that Adrian's Delta Defense Team think tank designed. I don't understand the science of it. Not even a little bit, but from what I can piece together, it looks as they designed some sort of chemical radiological agent that acts on the metagene. I don't think they fully understood what they were doing. It was 2012 after all. I mean, the process worked, but I don't know if they understood why it worked. Anyway, when the warhead full of this stuff comes into contact with a dual-natured creature, like a dragon, say, it drives a wedge between that creature's physical and astral forms. The body gets put into sort of a hibernation state, and the spirit is forced out. It looks like this process can maintain that state of separation indefinitely, and that's a pretty horrifying thought. That's why Firewing's not dead. This corporate body's supposed to die in a few hours. I've heard horror stories about ghosts walking images getting trapped in astral space, unable to regerminate their meat. I heard they went crazy from the pain. If what I'm reading is accurate, it's entirely possible that Firewing has been trapped outside her body for over 40 years. He pushes his chair back and slaps the table in front of him. This is why Adrian was always so cagey about the subject of Firewing after all the Dragonfall. He knew for a fact that she was alive, even if only technically. Her body crashed down to socks, sure. She wasn't dead. The government wouldn't let Adrian tell the public about any of this, of course. They'd interfere with the lie that they were feeding us, that Firewing was dead and that everyone was safe, and that people should stop hiding in the basements and get back to work again. Privately, he always said that she was still out there somewhere, deep in the SOX. I'd always thought that was a paranoia, but I was wrong. He knew. He knew. So what does all this mean? It means by the stories I got from the ghost rat suddenly sound a lot more plausible. It means that Firewing is definitely alive, and that Adrian's disappearance is unquestionably tied to his survival, to her survival, whatever. It also means that Germany is in deep shit. Because Firewing is still alive, it's only a matter of time before she rears her ugly head again. Okay, that's enough for one night. I'm gonna go get drunk. Look, Adrian, I understand you. Lord knows I do, but you've got to drop this dragon fixation. People are starting to talk. As the camera cut off, and you find yourself looking at a young, handsome Dr. Adrian Vauclair. He wears a slight smile on his face. Oh, they're talking, are they? What a terrible shame. Damn it, Adrian, this is serious. You're a public figure. You could lose everything if you don't keep this ridiculous fairy tales to yourself. Pardon me, my theories are not as you call them, fairy tales. Dragons are real. I saved Germany from one. Have you forgotten? No, of course not. Everyone knows that you killed the Firewing. Stopped, not killed. Fine, stopped, whatever. Winter starts a bottle off the table in front of him, drains it, and drops to the floor. Call it whatever you want, but Adrian, you're the only one who's still this obsessed with the damn thing. With the damn things. There aren't that many of them. They are not taking over the world. His voice is quite soft. Such as a city cancer patient unaware of what's killing him. I'm fine, nothing to worry about. I'll smoke another cigarette. What's the harm? He doesn't see what's happening, but he winds up dead all the same. Now you're just being Molden. Look, Adrian. He shakes his head, smiles, as disappeared. He smiled and disappears. You mark my words for me. Within 5 years, corporation, even countries, will fall to these creatures. And the worst part is nobody will care. Oh, people will tut-tut about. Maybe protest or two, but no one will actually do anything to stop them. The immortal, all-powerful, utterly pitiless reptiles will seize more and more of our power, wealth, and territory. And we foolish, short-sighted mortals will never see it back. Green Winters chuckles uncomfortably, raises his hands in the air, and supplicating gesture. Come now, Adrian. Vauclair takes another. Talks over his brother's interruption. We could solve this problem, of course. But we as a species are unwilling to invest our energy into problems that aren't staring us right in the face. As it is with climate change, so it is with dragons. I've accepted that, but you can't ask me to stop caring about it. He shakes his head. You're hopeless, Adrian. Fine, by all means, keep caring. Just keep your conspiracy theories to yourself. I'm telling you this for your own sake. Vauclair's eyes looks incredibly tired. Yes, Jeremy, you're right, of course. I mustn't jeopardize my credibility with the masses. His expression turns serious and his voice lowers. It's not just your credibility that I'm worried about. Talk is talk, but sometimes, he pauses, shakes his head, sometimes I worry that you're really going to go back to the SOX. His tone softens again. Hermie, I... Cuts his brother off, a new intensity burns in his voice. Please, big brother, just drop all this. Stop hunting the Firewing and start living your life again. If you won't do it for yourself, then for Christ's sakes, do it for me. He nods and looks away from the screen. Alright, Hermie, I'll try. Image cut to static and you find yourself back at the menu. User. Jolly Green Winters. Jolly Green Winters. Oh, jeez. I'm a fun-loving guy who's also a great listener. I love thinking, clubbing, and all kinds of pets. I'm looking for a cute, funny, adventurous girl who's down to party. I don't respond to profiles without pics. No orcs, no trolls. Sorry, ladies. The disc rattles again, and you find yourself sitting at the main menu. Okay. Story time! Task complete. As you step forward, the rest of your team falls silent. Amzel shifts his attention to you. You can see the worry on his face. See if we have new information. And I'm afraid the news isn't good. Yes, I can tell. You've gathered the whole team. Yes, this is something that you all need to hear. Well, go on. We're listening. 2 years ago, a large shipment of highly lethal radioactive bioweapon disappeared en route to a storage facility in Dresden. The weapon was designated X-15. I have traced the path of the missing shipment. It was delivered to the Hartfield Manor. Well, that sounds horrible. It is. I've heard this stuff before. Back in service, we called it Doom. I've never run across it in the wild, but I've heard enough horror stories to know that I don't want to. The stories that you've heard are correct. This Doom is an extremely dangerous substance. He gestures to a technical document on his computer's display. I've been reading up. To this day, the story of Doom remains a cautionary tale in biotech circles. Monoclonal antibody technology is strictly regulated now, and the substance is one of the reasons why. What does it do exactly? He clears his throat and reads around for the information on the screen. Doom kills by destroying a host's muscle tissue via radioactive decay. Each individual Doom antibody is bound to a radioactive bismuth-212 isotope. When introduced into a host, these antibodies bind to surface-level muscle tissue. The tissue is then killed with alpha radiation. The process repeats itself until the host wastes away and dies. Jesus. Death by atrophy, basically. I've heard that Doom was deployed in a couple of border skirmishes back in 41. After seeing what it did to people up close, the UCAS passed a unilateral ban on the stuff. If that doesn't tell you how bad it is, nothing will. Okay, so I hesitate to ask, but what would a dragon want with this Drac? Well, nothing good. That much goes without saying. The development worries me, Steelfleet. It worries me greatly. So Dragon has a bioweapon. Alright, good to know, but that doesn't change what we need to do. I'm with Steelfleet on this one. This is interesting. Scary, even. Doesn't actually change anything. I mean, it ups the stakes if Firewing is allowed to carry out her plans, whatever those might be. But we're going to stop it before that happens. That was always the plan. As far as I'm concerned, it's still the plan now. I agree with Deirdre. We need to focus on what's in front of us. Whatever the dragon's large plans might be, the fact that she is after us, we shouldn't let ourselves get distracted by anything else. He sees slowly respond, finally nods. Yes, I concur. For the time being, we must continue forward. And that means that you must continue working towards raising Alice's fee. I'll leave the matter in your capable hands, Steelfleet. When you've acquired the necessary funds and are ready to head back to our rabbit hole, let me know. From there, we will discuss our next steps. Good. If you need me, I'll be getting prepared for the next run. Hedrix casts a backward glance at Glory. If any of this has an impact on her, she doesn't show it. Come on, Glory, let's go. Game saved. I think the Alice Fund has all the money it needs now, doesn't it? Or not. Probably not. I just need to check the funds. Oh yeah, we're good to go. Account admin override password required. Current admin user, Paul Amzel. Please speak with me when you're ready to process with Alice payment. Amzel. We have a run scheduled as well. We probably should do that. I don't know if transferring the money and then the run will get us paid more, but I have no idea. You know. Dietrich raises a bottle as you approach. Hey again, boss. You need something? Any updates on Alexander? Nothing new. He's adjusting. It's gonna take some time. Any thoughts on the last run you'd like to share? You know, boss, living in Berlin, never thought I'd get a chance to go up against a blood mage. Guess today was my lucky day. Not sure how I feel about you freeing those clones. It might have been kinder to put them out of their misery. It was your call, though. I was thinking about you told me earlier. Said your idol was going to make you pick a fight that you couldn't win. It's bound to happen eventually, probably sooner than later. I can't believe you accepted this. Well, believe it, boss. If you could feel him talking to you, you'd accept it too. Even if I didn't accept it, he doesn't see a viable alternative. I don't see a viable alternative. I can't just turn away from him. He's where my magic comes from, remember? Probably a moot point anyway. I don't know if you can refuse him anymore. He's been with me for so long, I don't know where he stops and I begin. Don't worry about me, boss. I've known this was coming my entire life, and when it happens, I'll go down in a blaze of glory, the likes of which you can't even imagine. That's a promise. What if you were to pick a fight with a different kind of dragon, say maybe a gang or a corporation? That's an interesting idea. If it were big enough and hideous enough, he might be satisfied. I've never tried to bargain or negotiate with the Dragon Slayer before. I'm not sure how to feel about it, and I don't know how he'd take it either. Dragon Slayer doesn't like to be questioned, and his temper is even shorter than mine. But I'll tell you what, boss, I'll think about it. You can't really believe that your idol wants you to commit suicide. Of course not. Dragon Slayer doesn't want me to die, but he does want me to kill dragons. That ain't supposed to be safe or easy. It isn't my idol's fault that I'm getting too old to keep up with his wishes. Any thoughts about that last run? Complex needed to be burned. What they were working on in there was an atrocity of steel flake. I'm glad we would have put a stop to it. Saving the clones was a bold move. It wouldn't have been easier. It would have been easier just to leave them where they were and consider the collateral damage, but it was the right choice. Thanks, Tiger. Hey Corey, how you holding up? Don't worry about me, I'm solid. Yeah. Always look a million miles away. I have personal questions. I'm not big on sharing. Alright, of course. But I'm here if you want to talk. She never opens up. I don't expect her to. By the way. You look at the puppy. Pet the pooch. It's Paul Amsel. Enter your password to transfer Al's payment into the cred stick. Stuck's in a deep breath, suddenly looks at the thought as enormous weight has been lifted. Yes, very good, excellent, in fact. This has been a long time coming. Yes, it has, too long. Go up to your shoulder. Well, my friend, the wait is over now. Alright, before you go see Alice, there's a few things that you should know. Firstly, this is a one-way operation. Once the funds have been transferred to the credit stick, the only person who will be able to access them is Alice. As far as the team is concerned, the money will simply disappear. Well, it's not like we're planning on doing anything else with it anyway. Keep going. Secondly, once you make your way to the rabbit hole with the funds, it's go time. Alright. Go ahead and clarify it for me. What I mean is retrieving Alice's information will be your only priority. No more distractions and no more side work. Ah. Makes sense. Anything else? Just that you need to be sure before committing to this. Time is important. A great dragon once is dead. And that's not anything to take lightly. But you shouldn't return to the rabbit hole until you're ready to act. I understand. I'm going to proceed. On second thought, I don't think we're ready for this yet. It's your call, Steel Flavor. Remember, we're on a tight timetable. Even now, the Firewings agents could be closing in on us. Make your preparations, but do it quickly. Alright, we have that one more mission to take care of. And then we can do this. And I think this is going to be the last mission of the game. So, I absolutely want to get all the karma I can. I only have 18 karma right now. And of course my build is this. So, you know. Drone control combat. +1 AP bonus. I was going to do ESP control and biotech. Remember that? Yeah, pretty much across the board. The karma for this next mission might give me enough here for ESP control, but I doubt it's going to give me... It might give me enough for Intelligence 7. And that would be enough to upgrade the cyber deck. But we don't have it available in the stores yet anyway. So, that's about as far as we go with it. I still have an upgraded body. The body's really weak. Action Pool 2 really sucks. Okay. Well, that's it for now. It's time to save the game. And I'll see you guys next episode. Only this mission, the next one to go.